Check out this snippet from the new season of Talk Lately with Monty about Jennifer Holliday.
Anyway, let's get back to
yeah. Well, what I wanted to say is that I can understand 100% where Jennifer Holliday is coming from, and that's sort of kind of where my 20% came from. When I basically came out and said who I voted for, I received a lot of backlash. Even on my own talk show, which comes on every Monday from 5 to 7 p.m., I was called a coon.
But
Okay, yeah, shout out for the plug. But yeah, someone actually, they told CJ Bernie that I was a coon, and that really hurt me. I've been called everything from a fat whatever and everything, but someone actually commented on his Facebook
I didn't even say that. That's kind of
called me a coon, but it's it's crazy because I just feel like someone like Jennifer Holliday, I understand why she stepped down, but I'm kind of upset with her because I think she still should have performed. If you want to jump out there, then stand in your truth. Don't let no one stop you or change your mind about anything. Listen, no one put a gun to her head and made her sign on for that. But it just seems like, she was basically, she was bullied.
But see, the thing about it is they will put a gun to her head to not do it.
I don't think so.
Well, that's what the threat says. You got to tell. It's why it's called a threat. You don't know the hypotheticals in there that could happen to you.
Why do you think
she's not a well-known singer, so she's not going around with security. Since she goes to get her tracks at the mall,
right?
Pow!
Right, but at the same time,
we got a whole bunch of dead cats.
Yeah, but like what she said in the footage, today on The View was basically it's not white people who was threatening her. It was us who was threatening her.
Right. Where do you think she live? I think she live in Atlanta.
Exactly.
They gonna get her at the Ku Klux Klan mall and drag her by her hair. Her hair made a cat. She got the new weave.
I don't have Jennifer Holliday money, honey. I don't know what it might be because it's. I don't got Jennifer Holliday money, but me personally, I feel as though like I said, once I kind of came out, and even being on this show, because I'm pretty sure the headline says Trump supporter, I'm putting a lot of myself out there. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Miss Lisha G.
Hey y'all.
And my guest, Tamika Menryhand.
Hello everyone.
You want me to call you Tamika or just Tamika?
Yeah, not you. Put the
whole
government out there.
Like, your whole government.
You know the last name. Everybody know the last name.
Well, he might be on Facebook anyway. Mika. We just gonna say Mika. This is my cousin Mika, actually, y'all. Thank you, Mika, for coming and chilling with us today, having this awesome show here. We are waiting for Mr. Desmond Guy. Mm-hmm. I knew it was that. I was writing it down, and I was like, is that his last name? Mm-hmm. Anyway, he's en route. So listen, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who is here with us tonight, who is watching. As I say every week, I just don't expect you to show up, so I appreciate if you do. And I thank y'all for those who share, and if you haven't already, please share so that others can take part in this conversation. Tonight we are discussing online dating, but before we get into that, let me first say I hope everybody had an awesome week last week. My co-host and I, as y'all already know, if you can't not know, because we put pictures up all last week and videos, we had an awesome trip to the Bahamas. I call it the Bahamas. Yes. We drove up to, let me first say that nobody told us definitely how long the ride to Charleston was. And what makes me upset is that we told people we were going to Charleston, and everybody would say, oh, okay, well, that's cool. And then once we found out how long the ride was, and we would say, why you didn't tell me? And they would go, oh, I thought you knew. You almost to Savannah. Like now, after we've journeyed for 15 hours. Though,
what
as y'all know,
beautiful journey it was.
We know it wasn't beautiful. Though if y'all didn't watch the live when we got to Charleston, 2 hours in our ride, Miss Lisha.
Why you gotta be bringing up old stuff? That was a whole week ago.
There's a possibility that our viewers didn't get a chance to watch our live of us and them hearing your confession of leaving your passport in Baltimore, and we had to drive all the way back. Where was we at? In North Carolina?
We were at Potomac Mills.
We were not. We were further than that.
We didn't even cross Potomac Mills yet.
We were in the vicinity of Potomac Mills. That's far enough in traffic.
I did the driving though, Keisha. You got to ride for 13 hours. I had to drive for 13 hours.
Very difficult ride, might I add. I'm riding with someone who speeds and drives with no shoes, and the rain.
Let me tell you
very
something.
Dangerous.
Love Dawn turned into an 85-year-old black church mother in that car because she was like, "Oh Lord, oh Jesus, oh God." That's about right.
The whole way.
Yeah, that's right. The whole time.
Sing one of her songs.
No, listen. You call it what you want. I got stuff to do. Everybody, I ain't got time to that. I'm gonna pray, and if I'm gonna go out. Praying. That's what I'm saying.
She did stop talking though about 2 hours into the end of the ride. I
didn't stop talking. When I stopped talking?
You did. I don't know what I did.
You said I was making you nervous.
When I turned that music up, and
you said if you're already nervous and the driver said you're making them nervous, you shut up and stop making them nervous.
Well, I would have said that a long time ago then.
Well, you didn't. You said it.
Because like I was already mentally prepared for stuff, and as soon as I prepared myself for what is to come, and you gasp, I'm now looking for a new danger to be prepared for. But I was already ready for it.
Well, I wasn't.
Well, I didn't.
Since you didn't allow me the moment.
Oh God.
The gasp.
You're not driving.
I can still have a moment.
I really just wanted you to go to sleep. Just
go
to sleep, please.
I wasn't going to do it.
Oh, so, I love you though, Keith.
I love you too. That was our Oprah and Gail road trip moment. But listen, outside of, it was horrible rain, but outside of that, it was an awesome cruise. I mean, like I say, I'm going to advocate for the Bohemian House in any trip that we go to. I love the Bohemian House, but the highlight of it is the fact that they remembered us. There's so many people that go there.
Oh my gosh, I felt so special when we got on the bus.
He immediately knew who we were. You know, I mean, not saying I don't know exactly what we did when we were there to be so memorable.
You don't know what happened?
Well, I mean, we had a nice time.
Did you post the kayak on the Sunset Soul page?
On Sunset Soul, yes, because I had people ask me when we were leaving, please tell me you getting back on the kayak. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to get back on the kayak. But what I will do is I will repost that kayak moment.
I remember.
So that you can have all your cackles, because I'm not doing it again. No, I'm not doing it.
And to make it fair, you can put the tire swing up as well.
I did. Oh, yeah, I don't have it. That's why I kept saying I wish this was on my phone when I was recording, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get it. I could probably share it from your page and put it on there.
That was set up too. But
let me tell you about the tire swing, y'all. I was supposed to take a picture of her getting in the tire swing.
Of me on the tire swing.
But something in my spirit said, cut the camera on. This is about to be good. It's about to go down. Like I heard it in my head. So I said, let me just record. I don't know what happened. Right.
I wish I would have known you were recording.
She lost her footing. I don't know.
No, she told me to. She said specifically, just sit in there. So I tried to just sit as if the swing wasn't going to move.
I mean, it's a swing. So, yeah, it didn't end well for her, but it ended well for me.
I thought I was going to scoot into
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Maurice. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. Johnny, Sequita, Arthur, Squeaky. How you doing? Kevin, Q, everybody who's watching. Paul, we miss you. We got to come back. We might, I don't know. We got to talk to you about next week, Paul. But
oh yeah,
we'll see. I don't know his status, so we'll see. Hey, LeVar, everybody who's tuned in, we appreciate it. Ray, yes, we know Ray's here. Ray always support. That's my girl. Ray, you gotta come on and talk about your all your knickknacks. I never know what to call those things. Ray, don't charge it to my heart. She does like bracelets and lockets and stuff like that. It's really cute stuff. She has a YouTube page, and she went live a couple weeks ago and was showing everybody how to make the Nate, you probably be interested in that, like how to make the lockets and things like that. It's really cool. Lisha, your hair's cute, Lisa said.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. I can't, for some reason I'm not connecting.
Yes, Johnny Lisha fell on her butt.
Johnny, you didn't see the video? Man.
So, but anyway, we had a really, really Awesome trip. So this time next year, hopefully, glass lockets and charms. That's what you do. I got the lockets right. This time next year, we'll be hopefully doing a family cruise out of Baltimore. I will say, I experienced Charleston. Okay, I experienced Florida, and that was pretty cool.
Baltimore was awesome.
Hands down, was probably
the best
ship that I went on thus far. So I'm gonna stick with that one for now. But you know, if you're interested, you know, you'll see me post things through over the next few months or so. And I'm calling it a family trip. It's not my family per se. I'm just saying family because we're bringing the kids. There's free babysitting.
Yes,
it's free babysitting.
That's good.
And it's like all day. I think it goes from like 7 to 9, and then you can pick them up. You'll eat breakfast. You bring them back from 10 to 2, and then they eat lunch, and then you bring them back from like 3 to whatever. But it ends at like 8 or 9 o'clock by that time, and they do things with them. So it ain't like they're just in there. They actually do things with the kids. So they tire them out.
So I was having a conversation about the cruise and how was it, and the young lady I was talking to said that she left out of Mobile, Alabama. The cruise that went out before hers had to turn around because, unfortunately, there was a stabbing.
Oh
no! The wife stabbed her husband.
Oh, that's a domestic. I don't get that.
Because he bought his side chick.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so he set his side chick up in the cabin with her homegirls, and he had his wife, and it didn't take but a day for her to figure out.
On the ship that he know you can't go nowhere on the ship.
Well, he did. I guess he didn't think that he was. It only took her but a day, and she jabbed him up real good.
Oh,
ruined all them people's cruise.
That's entertainment right there.
That's what that was.
I don't get the domestic disputes. They be right back together, and the side check. Be right back together. Nope, you will not ruin my vacation. Sorry. Right.
Right.
I wonder if they were like a joint. I wonder if he got that.
Oh, that'll be horrible.
You know what?
But the wife didn't know. She didn't know until she got on the ship. And I think she figured it out really quickly.
That's scandalous. Oh, yes. So listen, y'all. If y'all want to go, I'll let y'all know. Like I said, we taking the kids. It's open. The more people to go, of course, you know it's cheaper. And I would love to get a group discount for everybody, and you know, go to the Bohemia House. Maurice, the topic tonight is online dating. We want to kind of talk about the pros and cons of online dating. Let me say this. Lisha, are you single?
I'm single like.
Because we have Desmond is on the way. Desmond is married, but Desmond is a life coach.
He's a life coach, yes.
And Mika, are you single?
I am.
Mika's single, and I'm single. So this is 3 single or soon to be.
Oh,
Single women. So before we, you know, how we doing Sunset Soul? Before we embark, or I ain't gonna say we haven't embarked yet. Before we fully embark onto these different, you know, areas or things in our life, we like to discuss it. So we're going to use the platform that we have to discuss it. I have tried. I ain't going to say I really committed to it, but I did put forth an effort, like signed up for Match.com. It's so many of them. I didn't realize how many of them they were, because you hear the same names. I cannot find Steve Harvey one. I don't know if it's still active or not. I don't know that I forgot the name of it.
I did one.
You did one. What was, you know the name of yours? I mean, which was the name of yours? Swirl.
I was on swirl.com. It's some weird. I'm sticking with my brothers. I'm sorry. That was a bit too much.
I'm not. I mean, listen. I haven't experienced any other races, so I can't say yay or nay to it. I can say what I'm comfortable with, but I don't know. I don't know if I would be comfortable outside of my race or not. But I mean, I'm not going to say I'm opposed it, but I'm not actually looking for it either.
I mean, if I end up dating outside of my race, it's going to be within my circle.
Right.
That was a very awkward situation to be in because I was outside. I mean, I don't know what type of atmosphere that I kind of felt like it was just a bunch of old white men that were looking to, you know,
that's what
pick up on.
Maurice, what's POF? Oh, plenty of fish. Oh, I see it.
No, that's the nice name for it. It's not actually plenty of fish.
What is it?
It's something else. I found that out a couple of years ago. What is it? Because I didn't know.
It's a nasty name.
Plenty of beep. Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
Oh, no. Black people meet. I haven't done that. Maurice said he been there and done that. Tinder, I heard.
I haven't done it. I haven't done anything. I mean, I was just like, let me read me a white boy. And then was like, oh no, quickly off.
Rachel said Plenty of Fish is scary.
It is.
Y'all making me scared. So that's what the show is about. Because I want to, before we dive into that, let's talk about it. Chuck said no online dating for me. I know you've been in a relationship for 9 years. I don't know. Chuck, let me tell you something. Kudos to you. That's all I can say. It's cool. Chuck, you are all right. And you know what I'm saying. Chuck is all right with me because I don't know how you put up with it. He's in a relationship with my cousin. You win every time. So only one I have tried is the Match.com. And I can say I wasn't necessarily impressed. It's like you have the pricing, and it's like for best offer, it's like $60-some odd for 6 months, guaranteed match within the 6 months. So let me just go ahead and start me paying this monthly thing. I did it. It was tax time, so I went on and just. I'm telling you the truth. And so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead. I wasn't. I don't know, Nate. I feel like you got something to say because you keep eyeballing me like I'm saying something wrong. What? Are you judging me?
I don't know.
Nate is judging me.
No, Nate is not judging you. She feel judged. Nate ain't paying you no attention. He working. You look so handsome today, Nate. I wish the people could see him.
He cute.
Yes.
But yeah. So,
he gonna come back here so they can see. Oh, I thought he was about to come and show off for a second.
So Johnny said I did my online dating on Facebook. I know.
Oh, Johnny and TK.
Johnny met on Facebook.
They got that computer love.
But you know what you said in your circle. So that was in his circle. I think that was like through the school, right, Johnny? Through something about the school or whatever. I don't know. But it worked for them, and they are a great match made in heaven. But
there are success stories.
There are some, but I ain't got one. So listen, y'all. We're just started. We haven't even started the questions or we haven't dived into anything yet. So stay tuned. Do me a favor and share this. We're still reading your comments. So others can take part in the conversation. You can call us when we come back from commercial break. 410-702-5657. We'll be right back.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange radio show.
So you're your biggest asset. You have to practice self-care. Every entrepreneur has to practice self-care. You have to release yourself from toxic situations.
Explain to us real quick, what is a toxic situation?
A toxic situation is something that will control your mind, something that hurts you, something that you have to battle. Toxic. Hurt. If you're in a toxic situation, if you get hurt, if you get pain, if you get struggle, right? And if your spirit does not align correctly, that may be a toxic situation. So when I say you make that jump when your values don't align, you make decisions based on your values. And if those decisions don't align with your values, then that's when you say no.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback from Talk Lately with Monty only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
All is well. I was just talking, I heard you talking about the climate and everything. So what do you think is like signs of the time?
Yeah, it could be.
No, it's not signs. I don't believe God is a woman. She ain't coming back no time soon. She's taking her time.
I like your thinking. She's a woman.
Say it again?
I said, I like your thinking. She's a woman. She's smart.
Yeah, she's a woman. Women want to take their time. The thing is, you shouldn't be ready for God to come back. You should just get yourself ready, period.
True. Be prepared.
Always.
I got to make sure I go buy a boat this weekend then, because these floods ain't no joke.
Buy a boat.
Yeah.
It ain't going to flood the city. If it do flood the city, maybe it wash away some of this crime.
But look, I live in Federal Hill. I live right next to the water. I'm next.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. You be next. You buy your boat. Federal Hill need to go down anyway. Bunch of trailer trash down. I've been down there for years. I don't understand why black people will move to Federal Hill. That's where they was hanging people at.
Cause it's better. What?
Hello?
Yeah, I gotta go to break. I thank you for your call, though.
Don't thank me. Thank them white people you live next door to.
I will, as soon as I get home, to make sure she sweeps up front, because I'm on it.
Perfect. You better hope they ain't got no damn rope in their backyard, because they hanging us.
Oh, gosh. In Federal Hill? We don't have no trees.
They're going to hang you from the porch. There ain't got to be no trees.
Oh, porch? All right. Thank you. Damn, they hanging us. We'll be right back.
All this and much more every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Talk Lately with Money. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like, some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium somewhere.
I want to go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that
so
building.
You just gonna shoot for the moon.
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that, because that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Are you...
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking. Like, not like, tear it up. But just like a
little 1-2.
Hell, a little, not voguing, but kind of the essence of it. Very posy and, hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to like bust out sweats.
So that means you don't have the dance gene and you.
I can dance.
Okay,
that's not what I want to do.
I can dance, but I'm not, trying to give that. That's not my lane. I want to keep it really kind of a retro feel with like the new school with a retro feel. Like
okay. Little Banji Soul.
Yeah.
People gonna start using that.
Right. And they should.
Little Banji Soul. Yeah. But this market, so people know, like this was mine.
This where it came from. Because people was queens out here now that was princesses last week. They was princesses before my album dropped. Now they queen or something. Like, pinky up.
I cannot. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back here with the face. I can't read. Now we're back? Okay. Okay, Lisha G went to go get our guests. We're going to continue. We were talking about the online dating before the commercial break. So my question to you, until they come back, is do you agree that this is like the new age meet and greet? That's what my best friend says. That nowadays online dating is the new way to meet people. It's common. Hello, Mr. Desmond. How are you? You can have a seat wherever you would like, sir.
Everybody wants to sit right there where you at.
No.
No, you just said
it.
Oh, okay, right.
I didn't mean it.
You up here saying shit you don't mean.
Desmond, everybody, I just told y'all we have a Mr. Desmond guy with us. Thank you for coming in.
Everybody say such is life.
Such is life.
This is my cousin Mika here, our guest, and Miss Lisha G.
Your fro looking real good.
Thank you. Question on the floor is: we're talking about online dating.
Yeah.
Do you think that online dating is the new age way to meet people? Like it's just like the way we did it is just outdated. This is just the new age way to meet people. It's common. It's what it is.
Oh, so I'm putting this on because I'm getting character.
Oh, you're in character?
Yeah, I'm in character.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sing. No.
She said scene.
Oh, okay. My bad. I think it is the new way to go. It takes out a lot of the guessing on online dating in terms of you only get what a person tells you. I think it does take place of what we had. Remember when we were kids or younger adults, we used to just meet people over the phone.
Right.
At least now on online dating, even if you might get catfished, but you get a picture.
Which is common, very common. Put your mic to you a little bit.
Okay.
I can't
hear. Get a picture.
I can move on. That which is the next question. Do you think that? Do y'all believe in that? You remember back in the day, folk were like you would be in love over the phone. I was in love for about 3 years with Sean over the phone.
Never seen him.
Not at all.
The meetup.
Not at all. It ain't no Facebook pictures and all that
Personally,
stuff.
Personally, I prefer the online dating the way they got now, opposed to being on the phone. You spend your life talking about on the phone, then you see him and like, oh, they go out the window. You're like, ugh.
Oh, that's so superficial.
After, right.
It's superficial.
Yeah, but you're superficial, so.
No. Superficial is not dating a man because he don't make enough money. That's superficial.
Not dating a chick because she's not cute is superficial as well.
That's me having a preference.
So why I can't have a preference?
If you make your own money, why you worry about what I make?
Because we building here. And
we ain't even discussed about building because I ain't even made no money to think about building. I might got a great plan.
Well, then come back when you ready.
But if you're not aesthetically pleasing, how am I supposed to work with that? Our personality good?
Chuck said if you're going to go to date, if you're going to date, go old school. It's just too dangerous out here. You just don't know.
That's true. But there's some people that we know that we don't know.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's the thing. Which was another one of the questions. Online dating, people tend to be who they want to be. So you kind of get it. Do you believe that you get a glimpse into the person's alter ego? You get a glimpse into who they actually, even if they're not that person. Do you think you get a glimpse into who they either want to be, ascribe to be? Because they're not going to, if they're catfishing, they're going to paint a picture of who they are desiring to be.
I have a catfish right now in my Instagram DM. Really? And he told me he was catfish. He told me that the pictures weren't his. And he was scared to share his pictures, and he just wanted to chat. And it was so strange because I'm like, well, I don't really want to talk to you because I don't know what you're hiding. But at least he was upfront about it. So this was the first time and he a young, like 26 or something.
So if I may I ask, but not you, but so if we talk about online dating, are we also communicating via just texting or inboxing?
I guess all texting.
Anything, like social
Johnny
media.
Said he met his wife, and it worked for him
on Facebook.
Online. And it was he said through the marching band. I mean, correct that because I was saying through school. It was through the marching band. Okay. And they talked through inbox. I mean, I don't know how long that went on before they actually met. And of course, they sent each other their picture, or they already knew because I think they were at least mutual friends. They were friends of friends. So what's the question on the floor? Right at this moment. The question on the floor is: do you believe someone could fall in love via telephone? And do you feel as though you are getting a kind of a glimpse at a person's alter ego, or does the person they're desiring to be by them?
On the telephone?
I don't know.
Okay, so even on the telephone, I feel like
I'm just using telephone.
Right. So and nowadays, if you use the telephone, you talk. You get to know a person, right? I think if a person really is well crafted, it doesn't matter if it's online or it's telephone. It can be whoever they want to be.
So you can do that face to face as well, though.
Right.
So
did y'all see the movie? What was it, The Perfect Guy? The Perfect.
Are you talking about with the guy with the nice eyes?
With the
that's the perfect guy.
Yes, the perfect guy. He was the perfect guy until
something
he snapped.
Right.
So I mean, you never know. Either way, you don't know. So I mean, it's a matter of comfort level.
I think it was a bit safer for us in terms of the initial meet, maybe, but now you might just not even get that. Somebody tell you meet him the way you don't know what you're looking for.
Well, I mean, you got to be safe with all of that anyway. I mean, even if I meet a guy at the gas station, I don't know him either. So, I mean, if he asks me out, I'm not going to just go to some random place without giving, some information.
We got to take this second commercial break. The question on the floor is, do you believe that with online dating that you get a glimpse at a person's personal desire or alter ego? Do you believe that you see the person that they want you to see? Is that a good or bad thing that you see the person that they want you to see?
I think you see the person they want you to see.
Right, but is that a good or bad thing for you? Is my question.
It's a bad thing for you.
Okay. But we're gonna tell you this when we come back because I want to get into that because I don't think that's always a negative thing that you get a chance to see what the person's desire or how they view themselves. Put it like that. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
Now here's one little speech I'm gonna give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, not media, but fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Sunset Soul. Listen up, y'all. I need my audience as well as my guests here. If for whatever reason you are unable to hear me, shoot that in the comment section so we can make sure you hear everything that we are saying. We are still.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, not media, but fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back to customer service. Do you feel as though a person desires to be? I don't think it's a bad thing. I know that you're dealing with catfish. They can present to you who they want and then trick you into believing that there's something that they're not. Like you said, you was dealing with someone who catfished, but he told you flat out that he had some sort of insecurities he didn't want you to say. But then you have some people who, you remember, I always think about, I don't know if y'all remember the episode of Good Times when Michael was talking to the girl on the CB, but she was disabled.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that? And then she didn't want him to know at the end of the day. But she was a good girl. But she didn't. She wanted him to just know her for her. She didn't want him to know her limitations.
Part of her was being disabled.
I know, but she didn't want that to be the focal point of who she was.
But that's not who she is.
It's not. But she took his choice away.
She didn't take his choice away.
She did take his choice away.
Actually, she opened the door and enlightened him.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that she let him see me for me, who I see myself as. She could have saw herself as a sprint runner, and she just couldn't do it.
Oh,
so
that's a bit far fetched.
I mean, I'm just saying it doesn't allow you to see the person for who they view themselves.
So perception. If I give you a cup and you can't see what's in the cup, right?
Here we go.
You can't see what's in the cup, right?
No,
I ain't drinking it.
Right. But I tell you, it's tea. You drink it as water. How you feel?
Like I drank some water.
Your mouth was ready for tea.
Right. You feel deceived, right?
Okay.
But there's a difference in lying and withholding information in this regard, because when you're dealing with a new person, you don't express everything at first, because I'm not going to give you the vulnerable aspects of myself if I don't know what you're going to do with it to handle it. Now, if you don't like me as a person, then I know you're not going to like me as a handicapped person. Right. So I'm not going to tell you that I'm handicapped.
You got a strong feeling that I might not like you as a handicapped person. You don't really know you got a strong feeling.
So would
if you don't
like you because of a handicap?
Because there are a lot of people that offer those sympathies for people.
I agree. You don't want somebody to like you because of a handicap, but you don't want somebody to dislike you because of a handicap, right?
Right. So how about you
just the dislike part? So she said, "Well, I'm not gonna tell him that."
Well, no, it don't matter what.
I don't want him to like me because I'm not handicapped. You just said some people take pity on people when they are handicapped, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So would you tell him that?
Well, she didn't, because but that was her insecurities. But she wanted him to see her for who she felt she was.
She wanted her to see him from her eyes.
He wanted, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Virus.
I'm sorry, she wanted him to see her the way she sees herself.
Right. And so I'm saying, is that always a bad thing for you to allow a person to see you for how you want them to see you first?
It is a bad thing because when you want me to see you for the way you want me to see me, you're slanting my view. Give me the full picture and then let me make a choice.
Again, everybody can't take a full picture all the time.
But that's what we all do, though. When you meet people, you show them the representative. I'm gonna show you the person that I want you to see.
Everybody doesn't do that.
Everybody knows, but you're dating, so you don't know if a person can or can't. So you give information based on need.
On a need basis.
Need to know basis. I couldn't think of the word, but you knew what I meant. Mario said, whenever you talk to someone you don't know, you take a risk with that person, whether it works out or not. It's the way of the world now. Naomi said you have to be careful no matter how you meet someone that you're going to date. I know of a friend who met her husband on an online dating site, and they ended up being extremely compatible, and they've been married for years now, as we said about TK and Johnny. Byron said how they view themselves may not be who they are. It's good to see an ambitious person that just haven't made it over the hump. Right. That's something you hope to see as opposed to a person who is just trying to be who they think they want you to be. Who they think you want them to be. Okay.
That's the difference. And that's the difference. It's one thing for me to portray to you who I want you to see, as opposed to me portraying to you who I think you want to see. That's two totally different things. Right. The deception comes in is when I try to act as if I'm what I think you want to see, as opposed to me. All right, I eat a lot, but I'm not going to eat a whole bunch today because when I get home, I'm going to smash.
I'll just take it with me. My children ain't ain't going to see it.
Right, but it's another thing to be like, I don't eat pork, but you got a whole bunch of ribs in the refrigerator. That's two different things.
Okay, so
he taking a high road.
You don't agree with that?
I don't agree. I feel like you give a person all it is, and then you let them make that decision. You're still slanting that choice, no matter if you think it's positive or negative, righteous or wrong. You're still slanting that choice.
But it's not. It's more than just their choice. It's my choice as well. Because when I give you all of me, I make myself vulnerable.
Right.
Okay.
And I may not feel that you're trustworthy enough for me to make myself vulnerable with you. So I'm going to withhold a bit of myself until I see that I can trust you enough to deal with this part. And then if I see that you're not trustworthy, then the mature thing would be to back away from the situation. Now, unfortunately, that's where we come into a lot of discrepancies, because people don't back away from situations when they see that there's a lack of compatibility. What they do is they try to force that situation to be what they want it to be.
Or get more curious.
Right, depending on the person. Right. Kaya said she agreed. When you first meet someone, you meet the representative. It's not until down the line you see their true colors. And that's even face to face.
Yep.
People tend to put on a facade, face to face. You sat in that chair, what's the first thing he said? He's getting in what?
Character.
You said that.
Yep.
I did say that. I did say that. So I'm getting on character for a show, not for a person. So I guess if you considering the person a show.
No, but I mean, if the personality, that people do that all the time, face to face, it's no different from online dating. People tend to put on a facade or give just enough information for that conversation today. Let's see where this conversation goes. And if this conversation goes well, then tomorrow or the next day or whatever. Sometimes information is given by mishap. You don't know a person have a child sometimes today. The child walking around. Are you a kid? You didn't even know that. Yeah. I'm sorry, what? This? Trying to pull it up? Lisha, pull your mic up.
Mine up. I was trying to not to block Desmond's gorgeous face over here.
So, okay, question. Have y'all ever heard of speed dating?
Yes,
I've heard of it.
Yes. We were supposed to do that.
I would like to try it.
Yeah. At first I was a little skeptical. I didn't get it. I still don't get it, I'm gonna be honest with you. So, okay, well, speed dating, an organized social activity in which people seeking romantic relationships have a series of short conversations with potential partners in order to determine whether there is a mutual interest. About 5 or 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
How can you figure out in 10 minutes if this is a person you're interested in dating?
There's certain things that are just like cutoffs. Like, okay, are you a smoker? Yeah, never mind. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. So it's certain things that you kind of.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I'm
A
sorry.
lot of people have things that they just won't do, and this is an opportunity for me to, out of the 20 of these guys, let me minimize it down to the 3 or 4 that fit this criteria, and now I can go forward and see and investigate if you guys are worth any further time. But why spend time talking to people then only to find out later that they are totally not compatible?
I think it's crazy. I mean, I get it. I get that. So 10 minutes, let's say it's a 10-minute interval. You're talking, and that's your question. Are you a smoker? And they say no, or they say yes. You got 8 minutes of just awkward moment.
No, you have the rest of the conversation, I guess. But you already marked them off the list. Like, that's not somebody I'm going to move over to.
They could be on the verge of wanting to stop smoking. Like,
right. You didn't even get a chance to talk to you. Don't know. They might have just been stressed out. You don't know if they've been.
Well, that's something you find out in the other 8 minutes, though.
I think part of the object of speed dating is to cut out what y'all just did, the gray area.
Right.
Okay.
Speed dating, you don't want the gray area.
Right.
Okay.
You're trying to, you like red, I like red. You like blue, I like blue. You don't like that, I don't like that. You're trying to cut out the wiggle room.
Right.
The representative. You're trying to cut that out.
But then, and that's what I don't understand, though, because a lot of relationships, most relationships, is the opposite attract. You going in looking for the things you think you want, and then that may not even be it. You're looking for somebody, you like red, I like red. I don't want everybody.
But that might not necessarily be it, though.
Then that goes back to when you said, was it women or was it people? Should people date when they work on themselves?
Well, we didn't ask it yet, but yes, that's when we're going to ask.
Jeez.
No, but I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree.
So I think someone said that you're taking chances with everything.
Okay. So would you do a speed dating?
Oh, yeah.
You would do it?
I'm open.
Speed dating.
I'm not doing speed dating. I mean, I will go for moral support. But I'm not interested in speed dating, mainly because, like, I'm not interested in speed dating because I believe in shades of gray, and it's not black and white for me. So, yes, sir. Okay, I believe that there are some shades of gray, and it's not all black and white. So it's difficult for me to go down that list because, like you said, they might be a smoker, but they may be desiring to quit. They may only like country music, but that's because they've only been exposed to country music. Right. So we can't necessarily put people in a box. I don't believe that it's fair to put people in a box, and that's what speed dating does. It creates these subdivisions of boxes, and then you put them in it, and then you decide which box you want to take home, and you're probably gonna get a dud later. I always
think about what was that? The speed dating Hitch. When they were in there and they were just moving from table to table. I don't know if I want to keep getting up, sitting down, getting up, sitting down.
Well, the guys moved. The girls didn't move.
I don't think you'll notice.
Yeah.
Well, if you drink something,
you might be right.
If you go in on it, you gonna switch tables. Like you want to be part of the game.
But then you got people going to speed dating, which they'll say, which I've heard and looking at the comment. You already kind of know because you're in there before they start actually doing the speed dating, and you get to mingle to see who you're already interested in. Just by, I guess, just appearances only, I'm assuming.
Oh, really?
You know, and then you start the speed dating. So then it's kind of like, if you already got your eyes set on number 73. Right. Now I'm sitting up here just talking, and you just like, I just can't wait. I just need number 73. That's what I'm waiting for. You know, that's the waste of my time. Just sitting here talking for 50 all this time. For 30
Byron compared speed dating to, what is that, Tinder? Yep. He said if you don't like it there, look. If you don't like their look, swipe left. And that's pretty much what speed dating is.
Tinder's like that too.
Now Tinder, okay, so I looked online and I didn't realize, like I said, it was this many sites. But okay, I got Match. You're right. Match.com, Christian Mingle, which I hear is
terrible.
How do you know that?
Mature singles, which I mean, I didn't even know that the older people was getting on the sites like that. I mean, I just thought they meant in church or the market. Tinder, eHarmony, Elite Singles, SeniorPeopleMeet.com, Zeusk, I think I'm pronouncing that right. OurTime.com, Plenty of Fish, we discussed them. Adult Friend Finder,
Adult Friend Finder.
Adult Friend Finder. Black People Meet, Love and Seek, Large Friends, that's for the big girls.
You fly Facebook.
SugarDaddy.com, and Coffee Meets Bagel.
Wait, SugarDaddy.com?
Sugar Daddy.
I need me a sugar daddy. That's hot right there.
SugarDaddy.com. But of the ones I mentioned, Match.com, Elite Single, Single People Meet, Zeus, and Our Time, as of now, are the top 5.
But you didn't mention mine.
Swirl. I didn't
you got,
see Swirl.
Which one is that, Lisha?
Swirl.com?
Swirl.com.
Interracial relationship, interracial dating.
I saw that.
Oh, so you looking to date Caucasians or whatever?
No, I was just curious.
Open, huh?
I was curious.
Right.
It's the same site.
Okay.
Interracialdating.com is swirl.com.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. I saw, look at you trying to get your sugar daddy.
Huh? With you, I never knew it was so many dating
sites. This ain't even it. I just was like, I'm not writing all these. So I wrote a couple of them, and I wrote the top 5. Now, like I said, I've been to Match. I can't find Steve Harvey's. I was on Steve Harvey's. I didn't join. He had one. I forgot what it's called.
Doing it.
But I don't know.
Doing it.
Clothing line.
Rachel. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. So is it? Remember back in the day, the chat lines?
Yes.
Now the chat lines. I don't remember anybody dating on the chat lines.
No,
chat lines
you ain't really.
I don't know what the number was.
You don't know anybody dating off of it, or you didn't date off of it?
I don't know what the number is. I didn't call. I'm lying.
Is it that you don't remember anybody dating off of it, or you didn't date off of it?
I didn't date off of it.
So that didn't translate to everybody not dating?
No, I didn't. I don't remember anybody meeting up dating. I remember that being basically. Get it? You want to get your rocks off in the middle of the night?
Who now, baby?
I'm scared.
I think that's the adventurous side of me because I've done it.
Off a chat line?
Yeah, you know,
I've never
in my profile with the late night voice. You know, hi.
Voice.
You know,
Who now, baby?
And you know, all of that. And then you meet up, and then you know the next day you meet up, and I'm like, oh my god, this dude got on like some thick dookie change. His car's little, you know, like I can't believe I did this. Little car for such, you know,
for
tall,
such a big guy.
Huge guy.
Debo and Geo.
And then he had the biggest decal on the back of his window, and I'm like, and I actually did go out on a date. We went to the movies. We fell asleep.
Excuse me. You can't say decaf. You're dangerous right now if you say decaf. You used to put those on your G.I. Joe doors. You can't say decaf.
It was a decaf.
I never knew people met off the chat line. So
Leighton said most people didn't date off the chat line. It was to hook up.
I didn't hook up.
I didn't even know it was a hookup. I thought it was like a sex line.
I thought that's what the dating sites was.
I mean, well, that's a hookup. But I mean,
that's what a lot of people want to do.
Plenty of fishes.
Well, any website can be utilized as a hookup if you allow, because they will plant the seed, and if you take the bait, then it is what it is.
A lot of bad farmers out here, man. A lot of bad farmers.
Yeah.
Well, Rachel said you could create a mailbox so people could message when you went on. Girl, let me tell you. Okay. I didn't do any of that.
No, I had this guy. His first comment was like, "Do you like hair? Delete, block." Ew, that's gross. That's weird.
You know, some people do.
On the first conversation,
So what should
he was bald all over.
I'm glad you said that. So
I don't like it.
I went online.
Neither, but I ain't telling no stranger.
So Desmond's question was, what should a person say in the first conversation?
What should they say? What should they say in the first conversation?
I don't think it's a should they, but there was a site that gave a whole bunch of different questions of which you could actually, so that you can learn how to get to know them better. That was something I never did well. Like when it came down to dating, I hated that part. Like I just like to just go chill and have a good time. I don't like the questions that, I hate that. I called it, I wrote remember when I sent you that wrote called Do You Like Onion Stage?
Yes.
I hate the Do You Like Onion Stage of relationship. Mm-hmm. I like the part of, I call it the Do You Like
Onions?
Mm-hmm. That's original. You like onions?
Listen, when we come back, we're going to get into some of the dating questions. So for y'all who are still dating and you don't know what you should or should not ask for, I'm going to let you know what Google say. Some of the questions you can ask to get to know your mate. Date a little bit better.
Your whole mate. Suspense is building. All this stuff in the news keeps happening, and I'm not even here to talk about it. But look, on May 17th at 7 p.m., Talk Lately with me, Marnie, is back. We can get into the gossip, all the entertainment news, the politics, everything. It's open to interpretation, but I'm going to put a spin on it with my flair of funny. And it all goes down right here on BeExposedRadio.com, and we on YouTube. So get ready. You should already be ready. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Marnie, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So, you know how you around people who really can sing, and they always like, oh, I don't know if it's this time. That's what these, well, at least these two over here are giving me right now. It's not the time, It should be 78.5 degrees in here. 0.25. So they're going to share a little bit, just a little taste to get you interested, to get you tingling this morning.
Come on in here.
Share a little of that Banji soul with us. Stand behind her.
Okay. Well, y'all singing y'all mic.
Yeah, y'all can sing.
Okay, so this is called What I Thought. It's also on the album.
Don't hold back.
Okay. Y'all ready? You ready, B? Okay. I see the lights.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So she said, wouldn't it be good, like you just said, where we could just say, well, I don't really want a mate or a monogamous relationship. I kind of want to live with you for like 3 or 4 years. But then after that, I want to do what I want to do. Wouldn't it be so much better if we did that to each other?
Listen.
Opposed to selling each other these stories or the representatives that we said?
I agree. People don't want to tell the truth. I'm an advocate for just being blunt. I mean, it may not feel good, but I'd rather you just go ahead and just say it than to waste a lot of time for me. Before the commercial break, I was saying the stage of Do You Like Onion Stage. I don't like that stage, and my sister Jeanette, she was always the one for loving the reboot, starting fresh and getting to know a person.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
But I I love knowing your order. No, I love knowing.
Yeah, I like the beginning.
The movie to pick out.
But the cream, the relationship is in the reboot. Like that's what you learn.
I know, but when you already know, unless you are evolving, which is cool too.
That's where you learn how to turn. That's how you learn how to go navigate.
The person?
Yes.
I know.
That's the fun part, actually.
Right. That's the part. That's the part.
Because once you already know, it's like.
I know what I'm gonna get.
Yeah. Do I even want to deal?
Right. I'm gonna need it to be fresh and on fire all the time.
Do you like the reboot? You like the starting fresh and relearning a person all over again, or learning a person period.
Right.
I mean,
I'll be out here on
it's some stuff you like. I mean, some stuff you know, but I don't want to know everything.
I don't want to know everything. I'm saying basically the comfort of
you don't want
knowing
me to
my
ask
mate.
what you like. You already kind of want to know that.
Right. I don't mind asking, and I don't mind you saying, you know what, I want something different today. That's cool. I mean, I'm just saying, I love to know my mate. I love to just already know who he is. I mean, I actually just don't like the learning stage. I hate the starting over questions.
I love that first initial flare up, like, "Ooh, you got fire!"
Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna let you know that just made me back up, but like, I like all of that stuff.
So what I've come to learn, the same thing that you wind up liking a person for, the same things you wind up hating.
Okay.
So a lot of times, in my experience, as a better woman, and I'm a talker.
Okay.
I like that about fooling with me for a while. You don't like that about
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't say. Okay, Mario said everything isn't meant to be told, especially in the beginning. I agree. So, and I'm not saying that's what I'm saying, Mario. I do want to learn.
Are we alive?
Yeah.
No, Mario. No. I want to see the whole plan.
I do want to learn about my mate. I want him as he evolves. I want to be like, oh, I didn't know that about him. Or that's say for instance, you have people, you know that your husband enjoys theater, but you may not know that he has a passion. He actually wants to perform, but you know he enjoys theater, so he gets up there on the stage. I would love to see him evolve and say, oh, I never knew he actually wanted to be on the stage. I just thought he enjoyed coming to the stage. That's cool. I just don't want to. I like to know already who it is that I'm dealing with. That's why I enjoyed more when I was dealing with people that I was friends with first, versus somebody walking up to me in the store or on the street and saying, hi, how you doing, can I have your number, and then that whole
I really like that thought of it though.
The complete newness, stranger. So you for the stranger. What about you?
I'm for it too, same thing.
So stranger versus somebody you know. So let me ask y'all, the viewers, would you prefer dating someone that you already know? Maybe just you haven't dated before, you haven't even not even looked at him in that light or her in that light, versus a complete stranger that you get a chance to just learn fresh. Let me know. But for those who, as we say, got stuck with the intro part of the relationship, I found some questions online, which actually that actually got my attention. So it was, let me see, find out more about your mate. I don't understand some of these questions. Okay. One question: what makes you happy, sad, or angry? Where are you from originally? That's to me. Okay, go ahead.
Are we asking adult questions or like?
Yeah, that sounds like a kid. What makes you happy?
That's what they say.
Do you like me? Yes or no? Check on the box. That's what I'm feeling like with
this is what they say. How you find out about your mate. So what makes you happy?
Sexy or something?
Okay, so Desmond, what makes you happy?
Not you asking me what makes me happy. That's what makes me happy.
Okay, so what makes you angry? That's not something you would want to know. So
most people, okay. So I just asked somebody.
Makeup.
Are you I literally just asked this guy. I was like, "Are you mean?" And he was like, "No, I'm not mean." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm feeling like you're mean." Now he never gave me mean to me, but just right. I just picked up a vibe like you're a mean person. You might not be mean to me, but you're mean. Like you're a mean person. He's not going to, but he's not going to tell me. Yeah, I'm mean.
Okay, but that's why if you ask them what makes
I'm a
you
jerk.
angry,
Yeah, I'm a jerk.
You can find out like what's some things that would make you angry, like some things that would make you
say that.
Well, listen, this is what Google say.
There you go.
So Google is God now? Like,
yes.
Google. All
Try
right,
to Google for her.
These are just questions to get to know you may better. So where are you from originally? That's a regular question, right? Okay. Where are you from now? I feel some kind of way about answering those questions because I feel like it's like credit. I always be like, why? Because you know they be asking you these questions like, are you from, name one of these cities that you from? I always get nervous when people ask me cities.
You are way overthinking.
I know. I'm telling you the truth though. Are you more of a city or county person?
That was on the list.
This is are you more of a city or county person?
Really?
I don't dislike that question though because
I don't.
Why?
I don't dislike. I'm with you. I don't dislike.
Right. I think that lets me know your personality. Right. Like I don't do the city, or you know, I'm strictly city. I'm hood. I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
Because if I ask you like the county, what's the county? Oh, I'm done. I'm done in this relationship. Yes, you don't know what the county. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. How would your best friend describe you? Is that a question that you think?
An acquired taste.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Lisha, how would your best friend describe you?
I can't say. Cause my best no, I can't say because my best friend like it be hit or miss. Like sometimes I'm like awesome and sometimes I'm a jerk. So I can't really say. I don't really know today.
Because a best friend knows every part of you.
Right.
So that is kind of unfair.
That's not true.
A best friend, what best friend you got that don't know all about you? That ain't your best friend.
He ain't got no best friends. That must be what
Lisa,
it is.
County or city? These are find out more about your date.
Who, me?
Did I answer?
I answered.
And she answered and you was like, oh yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I was just being funny.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
What is
your numbered up here?
What is your dream job? That's a common date question.
Not saying I got a supervisor or a boss.
Okay. Is that a date question? You think that's okay?
My dream dream job would be my job with a double pay. If I got paid twice as much to do what I do now, that would be my dream job. So, but I know this is a dating question, but I just didn't think
these are prospective dating. Is that the word? Question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what would you say? Dating.
You said dating ends with marriage, right?
No, you said that's a marriage question, and I say, well, that's what dating is usually because courting, you're dating to see whether that. I know, but I'm saying, but these questions, it can still fit the bill as far as you're saying it's a marriage question. People usually date to see whether or not this is going to go anywhere else.
I mean, and if you're putting everything on the table like you so suggest earlier, then what's wrong with the question?
Well, you should ask me, did I want to get married?
Oh, Lisa said country or city. Country
or county.
Not county.
Country or county?
Oh, if you like the country or if you like the city, not the county.
Oh!
Like if you're a country girl or city.
All day long.
That's why I think that's a legit question. I'm probably more city than country, but I like the suburb parts of the city.
Oh, then that's more city. Like that's not.
Went out to the city for some adventure when you was young, guys.
That's true, but listen, I don't know no more.
Oh, the best question that I have ever asked, and I'm so weird and random depending on what if you were an animal, what animal would you be? That's on there?
That is under the offbeat dating questions.
Offbeat? So, see, I would be offbeat.
So I got to learn something, not be a lion.
A lion? Yes. Okay.
Everybody want to be a lion.
Everybody want to be a lion.
Because I am a lion.
Because that's my.
Because we Leos, right?
Well, so you know lions when they travel in their packs, it's 4 women to everyone. It's 2 women to everyone got.
They're going.
So that's the problem.
I'm just saying that's how it is. So when you see a pack of 6 lions, 4 of them are women.
So next question: what color describes your personality? Yes or no?
Blue.
That's the dating question.
Blue.
I would say blue always come up for me too.
But blue to me, if that was
sad,
right, that would make me seem like you're melancholy or very subdued.
Yellow.
Stay yellow. Okay. Yellow. What is yellow?
Yellow.
That's what you would think. Caution. I'm a very cautious person.
Yellow means caution.
That's
yellow is like I would think.
Don't you see the traffic light?
But we don't actually stop at yellow. Actually, we see yellow, we get excited.
I said caution.
We don't get cautious when we see the yellow light. We get excited. Yes.
You'll never slow down.
Slow down.
You'll never slow down.
I don't slow down.
But you understand.
I get excited. I'm like, oh.
That explains it. Lisa, what you mean? She said that explains it, lying ladies. Absolutely. That's why we fought the whole way up there. 2 women. Well, we was missing the man. You said it's 2 women to every man.
No, it's 4.
4 women?
There's 4. lioness to every lion.
That's too much.
Okay. Huh? It's at least 2. It's at least 2 to everyone.
You know
so every one male lion, it's 2 lions.
Okay.
Back at 6, 4 women.
What are you most passionate about? That's a accommodating question.
Wait a minute, you're not gonna find 2 lions together.
Here she go.
I'm not saying that.
Male lions, like the males, they fight for territory, so you're not gonna find 2. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so if you see a pack of 3, 2 of them are women.
Okay, that's better.
What we know is that there's not 1-to-1. It's no 1-to-1 ratio.
All right. That's not.
Okay.
It's never 1-to-1.
She cleared that up.
So, all right. What are you most passionate about? That's a accommodating question.
What am I most passionate
What are you most
But
passionate
are you actually asking us to answer these questions?
I'm just going through it for people who get stuck. These are dating questions. And
What's
you can
your 5-year
answer.
plan?
Oh, time out.
5-year plan is not on there.
Leighton, I am not dangerous. He said.
Yellow was caution. You're slightly dangerous.
No.
Yes, she is. Have you ridden with her, Leighton? Don't.
And there it is, folks.
I'm out. What are you passionate about? Okay. What are you passionate about, Mika?
Food.
Yes.
Girl.
Oh man.
I'm passionate today.
So it's safe to say that when y'all date a man, he gonna have to learn how to cook, right? He gotta cook. Right?
No, he just not. He need to eat everything I fix.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they
Everything?
cook. They cook.
Not everything.
That's okay. What? I'll eat it. Whatever.
This is a great question. Which one? What are you passionate about, Lisa? That's probably the one because we owe that one. What do you consider your best attribute? I think that's a good question. Mm-hmm. But that also sound like a interview question.
What if you see your eyes and I'm like, no,
Exactly. Like, nah, I should what?
But you know what? If you say that, at least you're being honest. At least you know that she sees your personality. The response to that will let you know. If she says my butt, like, okay, I'm done, then you know you can't play with her. If she was like, oh, thank you, then you know, what do you think?
So I can't play with her butt, but then when I say she don't have a butt, then she not feeling it.
That's what I'm saying. But how she responds, if you say something like that, I will hope that you're joking. You know? No, I mean,
no, he would be serious.
Even if, I'm saying, even if
look, you see how serious he is? He's like, no.
But I'm saying, even if you say that, I don't think you might mean what you say, but I don't think you would say it in a way like, no, not
that's
your
disrespectful.
Eyes and shit, but I don't think you'd be saying
it's not your beauty, it's your booty.
So I'm saying for you to say that to your date, how she responds will be how you now take her. You put something out there, then she perceive you in whichever way. Either so if she respond, oh thank you, and stick on her butt, what does that say about her?
I'm getting that.
So if she responds, my butt, like, okay, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Right.
You ain't looked at your butt.
Now every woman has looked at their butt in a minute.
Right.
And every
Ladies,
woman either wants to get rid of some butt or she wants some more.
I would take some.
Y'all done got Mr.
So
Burks
if
excited.
you know you a woman that would take some butt, right? You better not be responding my butt. You better not be responding.
Why not?
You better be like, yo, I was looking at it too. You better respond. I was looking at it too. I mean, I'm glad you was. I didn't think I had one back there. You better not be responding like on your butt. You ain't got no butt to be snobbish right now. That's not where we at right now.
Okay. If your friends are coming over for dinner, what would you cook?
My friends?
If your friends are coming over for dinner, what would you cook?
Meatloaf.
Salmon.
Your friends are coming over.
It depends on what set of
I'd order pizza, really.
Thank you. I'm trying to figure out, is it just me? Because everybody ain't about to get no salmon.
No, that's why I say meatloaf.
Spinach and all that.
No. How many friends? I got
how you treat your friends is how you treat yourself, right?
That ain't true. But you know what? Even if that's the case, I don't care if I make spaghetti. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good spaghetti. I'm gonna put time into it. Right. But no.
So is it not true, or you gonna make the exception and make great spaghetti? Which one is it?
I'm gonna make how you treat your friends. How you treat. I'm gonna eat spaghetti. So yeah, I'm not gonna fix it and let them eat spaghetti and I eat salmon. So yes.
So what if you had on your mind that you making salmon? You change that spaghetti.
I would change it to spaghetti. Yes, I would. If my friends are coming
I
over, I
friends
had
that
to
don't
do
really
it.
eat like that. They don't eat that fancy stuff. Then you got some that just eat, you know.
But how is that a dating question? How does that fit for? No, if your friends are coming over for dinner, what would you cook? How does that fit as a dating question?
I guess that first.
Well, you said when you. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You said first when you would date, you would like to be friends first, right?
I would like to be friends first.
Right. So if based on how you saying, how it's been said, you my friend, what would you cook?
Cook for me. Okay, well, you can say
it. That's how I'm interpreting.
On a date?
It's a lot. There's actually a lot in that. Okay. One, I find out if you can cook. Number one, I'm gonna find out if you cook, if you're considerate, if you even take the time to think about it. My first responsibility, like, I'm not cooking. They don't come to my house to cook. We party at my house. You find out a lot of people, so that's actually a well written question.
So can I ask a dating question? Okay. I used to do this when I used to date. I asked a woman if she want to take you to the movies. If she'll take you to the movies, based on how she responds. You know why I falls and go.
If she'll take you to the movies.
Yeah, you should take me to the movies. If she be like, hell no. If you can't take me to if you can't pay $10 for me, that's what a movie costs, right?
Well, you don't really have to pay $10 now because we can do like the little show box.
Okay, let's just say it's on the high side for this moment. Let's just say it's on the high side. It's not Netflix and chill. Let's say we're actually going to a theater, right? And if you like, hell no, yo, so you won't pay $13 for me, but you want me to go to dinner with you.
Okay, so
is this initial though? Like, you want her to take you out for the first date?
I don't really want her to take me out. I'm trying to see how she responds.
Well, why don't you just answer the question like, would you be okay with taking a man out on a date? Like, would you get your answer that way?
Didn't you just say about the representative, right?
Okay.
The way I asked the question, you're going to probably give an emotional response.
But she's going to say that she can still do the same thing.
I'm
not saying that she
could say yes and really not.
That doesn't mean that
What kind of question is that for a date?
Huh?
What kind of question is that for a date? Which one, Lisa?
Yes, which one?
The date or the what would you cook your friends for dinner? Dinner. Oh, she said dinner plate.
Oh no, that was me, baby. I was responding to Leighton. Sorry.
I don't know. I have had guys say that, but not necessarily a movie. But like, what you want to take me out? You want to take me out? Or like in a joking way or something like that. I don't know if I've ever taken a man out on a date.
I have.
Even if she says
on the first date, I have.
On the first date?
Yeah, if I asked them out.
Even if she
like says, if I propositioned, like I made the advance. Yeah, just because. Like,
I'm trying to think. Did I ever? I mean, like I've put out money for things. I don't know if it was an official. I'm taking you out on a date. And if I paid, it would probably be because, I did stupid stuff. I'm sorry.
I'm always the one to be dragged out next. I never had a guy really ask me if I'm going to do something for them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I take too long.
Oh, movie. Like, the movie question. That's a bad question. She said for you. Okay, what's your favorite wine? I don't particularly think that's a date question unless you're a connoisseur of wine. I don't really understand how that fits. What's your favorite wine?
People serious about that.
What's wrong?
I know that's
because
if you're in
a guy, if a woman like Moscato and he comes up with you know, that's great.
No, I mean I think it's a question. Right, but I don't think it's a
Yeah, I don't know wines like that to be but I guess that'll tell you.
Honestly, and I think it's unfair because I know some high priced wines and I know all that. You know, I've because we had to learn it for school. I don't remember all of them. Point is, I don't like them. I actually like the Reuniti, which is the cheap one. So is that going to say something about my personality? Because I like...
that's going to say I can go to the corner and get you some drink and you be happy.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I need to change that then. But that's what I'm saying. With dating, it's unfair. Because I don't want you to feel like, oh, well, she'll drink cheap stuff or, like, put you in a certain box.
If you like it, you like it.
So why does it matter how much it costs? Because you just said you like it.
No, but I'm based on your response. If you're looking at it as, oh, well, I can go to the corner and get her some cheap
But
stuff.
in that, though, now but in that, now you're tailoring yourself to meet the expectation of somebody else as opposed to being true to yourself.
That's why I don't like this part. I'm serious. That's the truth.
I mean, but if you're chatting it up with somebody that you're first meeting and they're listening, some of that stuff they'll just show up because they listen to some of the things you said that you like. Because if you're conversing and it's like that.
And I'll say, no, I don't like that. No, you got to drink a better wine than that.
And you know what? And I don't got no problem with that.
That's what you're drinking?
Lisa said some of these may be for future date ideas.
Yeah, maybe. It's been so long since this is weird for me
because
I haven't dated in so long.
It's been a minute, so I really didn't know what to say. That's why I wrote these down because like I don't know what the common lingo is for.
You don't want to be like new dating.
So big.
Right.
I don't do phone. I don't do phone.
So even that people don't do the phone.
Some people want to do the phone, like they're not doing that texting and stuff like that because you can't really.
No, we can see each other and no, really, because if I don't know what you're doing on the phone. I really don't, and I don't trust people. I need to be able to discern your spirit. So we need to meet face to face.
That is a good word.
I mean, I had a guy.
Your spirit.
Yes, I need to be able to discern your spirit. Don't call me. Text me a couple of things and we can meet up and then we'll figure it out. But
last question for find out more about your date is, what are the most important things you're looking for in a person? Now, I think that's a good question. Do you think that's a dating question, or you said marriage? Is that more of a marriage question?
Definitely a dating question.
Yeah, that's
what is the most important thing you're looking for in a person?
I think that's somebody you ask you in marriage, because you should already know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's what
I always ask that. What are you looking for?
Right.
I mean, I ask that just in conversation with people.
What you want?
Yeah.
What you want?
Rachel said she must be a cheap date because she have the good fire stick and she don't drink. She will partake in some green though. She date her husband and continue to ask and learn, and that's what we're saying about, you know. Now I will do that. That's what I'm saying. I do like that part of it. Find out more about your date's interests. These are just supposed to be questions to just get to know them. You know, the things they like. I guess their hobbies. What did you do last weekend? I guess
it's just to get an idea. Because I mean, you can ask questions. People will tailor their questions around what they think you want to hear. If I ask you what you did, I now can assess you by what you did as opposed to by what you're saying. Show me better than you can tell me.
Okay, so based on what they did versus what they wanted to do. Like,
because I could have been like, I just stayed home and read a book, or I went to a crazy party last night. Like, you can get an idea of what type of.
So
you can get a feel for the person.
Yeah.
Now this is what they said. What was your best weekend this year? I can't even. I'm like, sir. I just remember.
That's a good question.
What was your best weekend this year?
Because it's causing you to think. So me personally, I think it's a good question.
Okay. You can, but that goes along with getting to know them.
Getting to know the person.
Okay. For me,
I don't know if I can answer
right.
that.
I would be sitting there like, wait a minute.
Yeah, whole weekend.
What's my best weekend?
If you don't remember your best weekend, in my head, you ain't had a good weekend.
Well, but then again, the way some of our weekends go, we don't get to have a whole weekend. Right. I might have a good Friday.
Right.
But then I got to run around on Saturday. I got to do some laundry on Saturday and church on Sunday. Okay. You don't get a whole weekend.
We're going to go to this commercial break. When we come back, we're going to finish these questions and then get into the pros and cons of online dating. And then we're going to talk to the life coach about should or should I say what stage in your life you should or should not date. Put it that way. We'll be right back.
Thank you very much.
Because they had nothing else to do.
So it was like, imagine that your late husband was actually your father. I can't imagine that because that's disgusting.
Very much so.
And then I would have to clean my basement because that's where my actual father resides right now. So, okay. The 60-year-old woman learned the truth about her husband, Percy, 6 years after he passed away.
Not Percy, though. Percy doesn't sound like that name.
Percy just sounds like a feminine boy.
Really?
Yeah.
But nobody told
you don't think
you
it?
at no point.
Like Percy. Look at Percy over there with his purse.
His name first.
Percy always switching.
And you just keep laughing at him.
That's a joke. What do you call it? What's the gay boy's name?
Percy.
Percy.
What are you doing, Percy? I don't even know what to say about this one. And I'm the one that said it. Oh my gosh, we're here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. The conversations can get deep. They can get out of this world. But we do them. BeExposedRadio.com. Talk Lately, the radio show.
Let's go to the telephone. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thanks.
I have a problem. Hope you can, help me solve it. Give me an idea of something.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm 25 years old, and I'm a second grade teacher. And I've been engaged to my girl. Well, we've been together for about 2.5 years, and now we're engaged. Everything is going good with us. Back in October, I got a new student, and the child is being raised. He's a single, being raised by a single parent. Mm-hmm. So the father, came up to the school to meet me. They're new in the area, so we started hanging out. Just watching games. Going to bars. Just chilling or whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay.
With your student's father.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, like, so, you know, it's just nothing. You know, he's new in the area. You just want to know some spots to go out or whatnot. So,
gotcha.
Okay. One night we were sitting, watching TV, had a couple drinks, and as you would say, you know, we were just talking.
Get ready on the button.
Okay. As you would say, make a long story short, he came over to me, unzipped my pants, and gave me a professional.
Okay.
And
had you ever had a homosexual experience up until this point?
No, I had not.
Had you ever thought about it?
I never even thought about it, Wendy. And the thing is...
But it was good, though, right? Because they say only a man knows how to please another man.
I mean, it was okay.
Oh.
It was okay.
Okay.
So, you know, we continue to mess around or whatever. Been going on for, like I said, since about October. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, you know, this is not right. I need to be...
Okay, I need you to hold on for just one moment.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're going through some of the find out about your day's interest questions. For the most part, the rest of these are, you know, your favorite movies and films and your favorite actresses and stuff like that. Basic questions that I don't think that you would need any help with getting, because we all can ask those questions. Outside of, like, are you a night owl or early bird and things like that. Everything else is based on movies, plays, or music. But the fun speed dating questions, which they said was, I don't really understand it being necessarily fun, but they asked, what would you take with you to a desert island? Now, I've heard this for more than dating. I've heard this like in a psych class and stuff like that.
How many things can you take? Because on Naked and Afraid, you can only bring one.
One thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you could take one thing, what's the one thing you would take with you on a desert island?
It has to be a thing. Could it be a person?
Okay.
I mean, I'm asking.
Like, no, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You're asking the day question.
I would take a lighter.
Okay.
So I can cook food, boil water, protect myself, make a fire, break up. Yeah, I would take fire, a lighter, some fire, because I don't make fire. I don't know how to make no fire.
I take a charged cell phone so I can call people and tell them where I'm at.
A charged cell phone.
They can bring the stuff.
Right.
What would you take?
I don't know. Food.
I'd rather have Jesus than so.
Long as she got King Jesus.
So is that baby Jesus or is that good time Jesus?
Lord.
Okay. If you had to be someone else for a day, who would you be and why?
I wouldn't be anybody else but me. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Wow, just like kill the question. Why don't you?
I'm sorry. I just can't. I just wouldn't want to be anybody else.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lisha. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisha.
So you would just
No, I mean, like as a young child, I always thought about like what other people were doing at the moment, and just like the idea of putting myself in somebody else's position. It's just I never even wanted to do that. It was just so weird.
Like just
for one day.
One day. I always wanted to swing a pole, get some money rained on me a little bit.
Ooh, yes, I know that's right, girl.
I ain't say I would do it, but I said I thought about it.
For a day?
For one day.
LeBron James, I want to play ball anyway.
I don't know.
I'd be Steph Curry.
I would be someone. But I'm too indecisive to answer that.
You can seem like you're indecisive.
I'll just be morphing all day. I just be turning into people. I'm serious. I am too indecisive to just decide on one person.
Ooh, I have my favorite question. If you could have any superpower.
That is on here.
Oh,
Where is that at?
That's all.
It's on here somewhere.
Because everybody.
A superpower. What would your superpower be? Why he think?
To be able to already read the mind.
Read the mind.
And read what, you know.
I like reading minds. But I can kind of already do that, so I don't know if I want
to. Yeah, but to get, I mean, so you don't want to waste the time. You don't like that onion part. So
right, you're right. I already know. Bam. You're absolutely right. What would your superpower be?
Oh, I want to jump. Well, did you see the movie, The Jumpers? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to jump. I want to be able to teleport to any place.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Teleport? Shapeshift. See, you want to morph too.
Did he say live forever? Who wants? Did you see Death Becomes Her?
I didn't see Death Becomes Her.
Did you see how horrible their lives was watching everybody dying?
Did you see the Highlander?
Healing.
No.
Mario said healing. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Mario. See, I like Mario. He think about other people.
No, it's money in healing.
Oh
I'm
gosh.
just saying.
If I could live, I'm gonna make money because I'm always living.
Okay.
No, because you could live broke. What does you living got to do with you?
If I would live forever, even if I live broke, eventually in some time during that lifetime, I'm gonna learn how to make money.
Who would have learned forever how to make money? Like,
Do you live forever and not age?
If that's living forever, I'm gonna just keep aging.
And look, you gonna live forever,
Okay,
live
sorry,
forever.
So I'm immortal. I freeze. I don't age.
At what age? At what age do you freeze?
40 is a good age.
No, my knees hurt.
That's your knees hurt, not mine. Your knees hurt. 40 is a good age.
Okay. What would your ideal holiday be? A holiday destination be? Is that a dating question? No, that's not a good dating question.
A holiday destination.
What is your
holiday?
Holiday destination? Christmas. I don't know.
Christmas.
I'm just using it. Sam said he will be Bill Gates. Oh yes, for a day, and within that day, will I hear my real self? When I come back to myself, I will be sad.
That's smart, Sammy.
That's a good
That's stealing, though.
No, it ain't. Cause he Bill Gates.
I want to stare at the pyramids.
For the holiday, just look at him.
He's so deep. He want to stare at the pyramid.
Marvel at its beauty. The date would be over. Check, please. I can't. Start off. I'm sorry.
The camels in the back.
I want to fly the suit, but you're not going to do that.
Huh?
You ever seen that squirrel suit? I see it in movies all the time with the wings on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to fly one of those.
Okay. No, I don't want that.
You don't want that experience, and you don't want to fly a suit.
I ain't say I would look at him. I don't want to stare. I don't want to just sit there and look.
So not stare. Let me say observe. Admire.
It's the same thing. All right.
Good now, baby.
What did you say? How much is it?
With my Christmas? What?
Is it? I know. I'm looking at Nate. We good? Okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was something else. What's your most reckless thing you've ever done?
Oh,
is that a?
I check out.
That's what we talking about, right?
Yes.
Because Lord.
I don't know.
Do you think that on a date you would really get a real answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But really, you think somebody would tell you?
But I don't know if it would be the most reckless, because later on you'd be like, oh wait, no, that was way more reckless than that one. It's like, I don't know.
So the question is, what's the most reckless thing?
What's the most reckless thing you've ever done? This is a date.
No, not on a date.
Not on a date. Just what's the most reckless thing you've ever done?
Drinking and driving.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Why you?
I
wasn't drinking when we was driving.
All right, that's why I said you didn't.
I mean, I said I wanted to get a drink.
Drinking too much, getting loose.
Okay, me too.
Copulating in the movie theater.
Huh?
You heard what I said?
I didn't know I heard copulating.
In the movie theater.
Oh, okay.
It's reckless if you get caught.
Keisha.
Okay. He must have been on that chat line. I told you that's what. Sammy said, as far as superpowers, I'll take super body activity, meaning my body can do anything at super fast pace. Okay.
I don't know if I would feel comfortable with that response on a dating.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll be back. When we come back, we're going to finish up these last questions. Stay tuned.
It's time for flashback.
I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know.
It's just the one you had. That was
just
just
a long one, right? You know. But it's always something that you can.
Go ahead, listen. Can you recollect any signs that you might not get?
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
They're Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he f***ed his back anyway. So I don't.
Wait. Hold on, wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the how they bust? Boy, show how they bust.
And then want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the f*** is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shake. Yeah. and shake it off real quick. But you crying? F out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. You in? I got that good nasty bitch. The shade.
McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Football, you basically have a good 10 to 12 years, and that's what it is.
Well, you have a lot of people retiring early. It's funny, a lot of me and my alumni from UVA, where I graduated from, one of our fellow Wahoos, he retired yesterday, 32 years old. To Shaw Ferguson, and he's been in the league like 10 or 12 years. So like you said, a lot of guys are making that change on their own now because they're seeing a lot of things from the the concussion movement,
right?
Stuff that's been happening. Is not the noun, it's the effects later, because you see different stories of men are in like their 50s and some are committed suicide because of the banging and the voices or the concussions. And
did you see that?
I haven't got a chance to see it. But
not the movie, but did you see those effects?
I have seen concussions in college where guys have played that whole entire game and didn't realize they was at a football game.
Wow.
But like before the big emphasis came about whole concussions and what's going on, we was taught you just run to the wall. You can't be soft. You shake it off and get back in it. So
the wrong attitudes I had.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
really internal. Like you really doing damage, not just to your bones,
right,
but to your mind.
Everything. Right. And later on down the line, because just like you said, once the game is over, when you've been in a game and you think about it, because I tell people the NFL, any sports, whether it's male or female, is a semi-military, because you're told when to get up, when to work out, what to eat, when to play. All right, now you got a curfew, you got to be in the bed by this time. You do it for years and years, and all of a sudden, bam, it's done. So what do you do?
Right.
So just like the military that have with PTSD, we have that because we so used to having a certain way. And I remember watching this Brian Gumbel on HBO, it was like years ago, and a guy would act like he was getting dressed, a real good football player, would walk his daughter to the bus stop, and he would come back in the house, close the curtains, and just sit there because he didn't know how else to handle himself. Because he was so used to being told what to do, because our schedule are laid out. By this time, you got to do this. By this time, you got to do this. Eat at this time, back on the field. So,
hey, what's up? This is Nate, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Tune in every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., and every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live, here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. Prior to the commercial break, I forgot what question we was on, but we're going to end on these last few questions, and then we're going to go to the pros and cons and talk to our life coach, because we got 30 more minutes, 20 more minutes actually. If you won the lottery, how would you spend it? Yes or no? Is that a question you use for a date? If you won the lottery, how would you spend it?
No, I don't like that question.
No?
Because they're not going to add you right then and
there. Right. I tell you what, you can order whatever you want. I tell you that much. That mean that? No? Okay. So that's not a good dating question. Don't use that one. If you were a star in a movie, who would you pick as your co-star?
What's Negan's name?
Negan?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What is Negan's name off the Walking Dead? Dean
Blasphemy.
No.
That should be a question. That should be the dating question.
Yes. Do you watch Walking Dead?
What about Stranger Things?
That's on the
Love and Hip Hop.
Do you watch Game of Thrones?
See, you know what I realized about Game of Thrones? It's nothing but a glorified zombie.
Game of Thrones?
No.
That's why I'm scared to watch it.
Because I know what you mean. But
I was not. That's the focus of the whole movie, the whole show.
That's not the focus of the whole show. But we're not gonna go into the Game of Thrones.
Season 7?
Yes, I watched every season, every show.
And they're trying to have a truce.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, that's his name.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
he would be my co-star right now because I have this unhealthy fascination with Negan.
Not Daryl?
No, Daryl's borderline gay for me right now. Ever since I saw that picture where they partnered Daryl and Jesus together and they're painting.
Oh yeah.
And now I can't get it out my head. So
Rachel,
I don't.
You don't
really
watch any of them. The date will be over.
Oh,
Denzel
Rachel.
Washington.
I was gonna say Denzel.
These people want to come to see my movie.
I was gonna say Denzel.
People are going to come to see the movie.
I was definitely gonna say that.
I don't know if it's gonna be fun though. I want to have fun on the
Denzel
set.
has fun.
It's not fun. Denzel can do. He has range. Or Sam Jackson.
I'm not talking about range. I'm talking about like fun. Denzel seems like he is very serious about what he do. I want to have fun on set. That's why I think when I picked what's his name, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Jim Carrey is cool. That was the show you were supposed to be on too.
Not him.
The Jim Carrey show you did.
Me. Okay. What is the title? What would the title of your biography be? Is that a good one?
Oh, that is a good one. Such is life.
Such is life. Okay.
Simple's not easy.
Okay.
Simple is not easy.
I actually had mine just called The Sum of Me.
Some of you?
The Sum of Me.
S-U-M?
Oh,
okay.
Meaning the many parts. The many parts. But that's if y'all steal my name, I'm suing. Can I be that?
I need to hashtag mine.
Hashtag The Sum of Me. What did you call it?
Simple's not easy.
Simple's not easy. What's yours?
I don't know. The only thing that came to mind was Adventurous Me.
Adventurous Me. Okay. That's your, so is that a good date question though? Do you feel like that person answering that question could give you the insight into who they are?
Well, I think that you can actually go around and pull some stuff out of what we just gave.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, offbeat questions, simple. These are not that deep. Now this is what bothered me when I saw offbeat questions. To me, offbeat questions is what you would say when you already know you want to date number 73, and yet the person that's sitting in front of you, you're not interested in, so you just want to just kind of talk for the next 10 minutes. Do you have a party trick?
A what?
Do you have a party trick?
That's a good question. If y'all
oh, like I can tie the road the cherry stem.
That's not. Are you serious? That's a real date question. A party trick? Like somebody asked you on a date. Hey, so do you got a party trick?
Yeah. I could put my lipstick on without using my hands.
Oh my goodness. No. Why you contemplating? You got a party trick?
I'm just soaking up what you're saying.
But do you have a party trick? You got one?
I mean, if I had a couple drinks, maybe some.
Yeah. Put what I want in the middle of the room, and you look around the room.
What?
It's a mental party trick.
Okay.
That's
deep. What would you want in the middle of the room?
And then get the pyramids and set the pyramids up.
Okay. Exploring, Jesus. Exploring or lazy on the beach? And don't you say nothing. Are you an explorer on the beach or are you lazy?
Lazy.
Me too, lazy.
I want to take it to the beach. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
you want to just take it all in.
I want to take it all in.
But what does that say about a person's personality for a date question?
I'm an explorer.
I know you're
Unfortunately, I couldn't explore.
You could explore because I was
by myself.
fine.
I wasn't leaving me on the island by myself. That means you're an explorer by chance. No, I'm an explorer, but I love my friends, and I will not leave my friend by themselves.
That's malarkey.
But the things before it don't
even matter.
Because
thank you.
Your friends were sitting in whatever you call it, the lawn chair or whatever.
I wasn't gonna leave you by yourself in some. We in different countries.
Where was you gonna go? We was on the island.
It's a whole map of stuff that was over there.
Right. You stop using her. You ain't want to go by yourself.
I don't have a problem going anywhere by myself.
But you wouldn't leave her though.
I didn't want to leave her by herself.
I had my whatever Bahama Mama was.
No, it was the Miami Beach, the Miami Vice.
The Yellowbird. Oh, you talking about that one?
Yes, at Princess K.
I was even more fine on that one.
This woman don't seem like a woman to say you'll stay with me.
No,
I didn't say she said stay with me.
No, I want you to go and have fun.
So how would you even?
I just didn't want to leave her because it was just two of us. If it was three of us, then maybe. But because it was only two of us,
let me first say that she's not telling the truth because she didn't tell y'all that she left me and went to breakfast.
Right.
You was asleep.
What's the difference?
Leaving.
You left me.
You didn't say I wouldn't leave her when she's conscious. You said you wouldn't leave.
Right.
You said that.
So that's no excuse. Thank you, but that's not it.
I mean,
You're granted 3 wishes. What would they be? Is that a good dating question?
Can I get a few more?
3. Oh, that's one of your questions?
Yes, I want more wishes.
That's never allowed.
You can't do that. You got 3.
In a movie story.
You ain't see the Janie?
Right.
Yes, no?
I think that's, you know.
I think we're still in high school.
So these questions, well, these are offbeat questions. That's why I said to me, if I hear these questions, I'm gonna feel like they're not interested.
I never asked them, but I'm just saying. I mean,
yeah, my response would be like, really? 3 wishes?
So that's not a good date question. I'd be like, I wish this date was over.
At least not for us. I wish this date was over.
You know you're reaching right. I'm gonna play with you because I only got about 5 minutes. But just you're not going to affirm it.
Yeah, right.
What is my 3 questions?
Right. Listen, I gotta use the restroom.
Right.
I never really heard that question.
I wish you wouldn't ask me this. You'd asked me this 4 questions ago. I'm not feeling this right now.
So all right. So last one, and we done with the questions. Are you a do-it-yourselfer or are you a do-it-yourselfer or call an expert?
That sounds nasty to me.
Really?
So what are we talking about?
Yes!
You were doing yourself, and I was
I'm
like,
a person that call an expert.
I call an expert too. But I would be lying to say that I don't enjoy a man who will at least attempt to try to fix it.
What is it with that? Why can't a man transcend?
He can transcend. He can just go at least twist some nails.
I'm sorry, it's still nasty in my head.
I feel like, wait a minute, what we talking about?
Oh my God. Huh?
Why does he have to fix stuff around the house?
He don't have to.
She said try.
Just put the tool belt on and twist.
You don't. That's her preference. You're not, but you didn't marry Keisha. You
If
married.
he calls someone to fix it, he's still taking care of the.
Exactly.
Listen, I want it fixed. All I'm saying is, I want you to at least go over there and be like,
I'm gonna be honest.
Why look like there's a couple lug nuts missing.
I think that is the sexiest to see my man doing his best to try to fix something up on a ladder with some screwdrivers and.
The same screw, put it back in.
I know how to. I know how to change my light bulb. I know how to change the light bulb, but I will call somebody in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Can you come take the light bulb down for me, please?
It's more attractive to a man who will attempt to come over and do it, and you're
Right.
just like, wow, as opposed to a man like.
I just want to see
I'm so grateful.
and nails and stuff everywhere, and be like,
I don't need to see all of that, but just
no, I want to see you
still
attempt to
call
do it. I
somebody.
want you to really put forth an effort, and we can still call and make sure
If
it's
he
all right.
calls
It's fine.
somebody, he still take care of it, you know.
So you're not here for it. You're
my friend
caller
just
expert.
fixed my oven.
I know.
Did I tell you that my oven was fixed?
You did.
Did I tell you that it was an electrical issue and he went into the electrical inside of the thing with a screwdriver?
Like
Well,
she
he could
heated
have.
up.
No, I'm just saying he could have got electrocuted doing that, and he did that for me. I felt special.
Okay.
Oh, what age range are these questions? I gotta know.
Listen, slave drivers. We are not slave
No,
drivers.
same.
What we really have asked on the date.
Okay, so what's the questions that you have asked?
Tell me something you don't tell other men.
Tell you something that you don't tell other men?
That's right. Tell me something you don't tell more.
Why are you special? That would be my response. And why are you so special?
Why you didn't answer the question?
That's not
Why
the
are you
question.
single?
That was the
Because you know
question.
somebody.
That
tell
is
you
the
all this
question.
good
You
stuff
hear that a
about
lot.
yourself,
Why are
you're
you
like,
single?
single?
Right.
Because you can't answer that question. That's why. What you're doing right now is not helping you.
You know what? For real, I can't even tell you a question. I can't think of a question that I asked right now. That's why I did this. I am horrible at ad lib, period. I call it ad lib, whether it's a song, whether it's a conversation. I don't like that part. I can't think of the conversation would have to be going. We're talking, and maybe I could come up with it. But
I always
to
want to
sit
know
here
what
and
your
just
favorite food is.
I just don't like when sex come up in the conversation. That irritates me.
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
why, but it just irritates me. Off the jump.
Because I'm here and they aren't saying, what was that towards? I don't know what we said. Because I'm here and they aren't.
What kind of questions did you ask?
Because I'm here and they aren't.
I don't know. Sammy.
You're probably responding about why are you single or something like that.
Oh, well, that's true.
Oh.
So what's the question you asked, Lana? Oh, you said
I
what kind
haven't
of food?
really dated in
What
a
you
long
just say about what
time.
kind of food you like or something?
Never dated?
I said I haven't really dated in a long time.
You have
What's the
conversations,
question
right?
that you've asked? This ain't gotta be rocket science.
Come back to me.
I've asked a lot of questions.
Okay,
So what do you do?
Yeah.
You have children.
How many baby mamas do you have?
Do you drive?
Right. You know what? So would you date a man without a car?
Without a car?
Superficial.
How was that superficial? Because you so it's a standard for you.
They
But
tell you the shop story.
it's in the shop right now.
I have. That wouldn't bother me.
Okay.
If he didn't have a car right now.
I don't have a problem with him not having a car. I have a problem.
if he don't have a license.
So
I don't have a problem picking him up.
You can't pick me up.
No, we're dating and you say, can you come pick me up? Yeah, I rock that.
Why is that?
Because I don't want to.
Even if he's
That's
gonna
it.
pay for the gas and everything.
No, it's not a right or wrong. I don't want to.
Why not?
Like that's it.
And that's
I
all
just
that
don't
matters.
want
She
to.
don't want to.
Like it's not that if you're saying, hey, let's go out, that's cool, and you say, well, we're gonna go to, I don't know, Ruth Chris. All right, we'll meet at Ruth Chris, and you say, can you swing past and pick me up? No, I don't want to pick you up.
So,
I feel like if this
but
is
I'll
our
meet you
first
there,
date,
though.
I'll meet you at the place, or however you. I mean, I might even offer to take you back
I had that
home,
happen to me.
but I don't want to pick you up. No, because I feel like it defeats you taking me out on a date. Like I feel like I'm picking you up to take you out on a date. That's what it feels like, and it may not even be the case, but that's what it feels like.
I had that happen. The guy was like, I'm paying for your gas. You don't have to do nothing. I'm just asking you to pick me up. I was like, I'm tired. I don't feel like it.
I don't want
Maybe another day.
Now, if we were dating or we're dealing or something like that, and then something happens to your car or it's in the shop and you do, then fine. But to initiate, this is how we're starting, and you ask me to pick you up, no, I have a problem with that. I'd rather offer. I'd rather say, hey, you rather get your Uber back. I'll drop you back off.
What's the comment?
Well, he did make a comment. He said, we'll just be
Sammy
catching
just
up
gave
Uber. I
her.
said, we'll be
So
catching
why
up.
are you special? What is it?
He asked. Wait, no. The why are you special question.
Is what they because I'm here
I'm
and
special
they
because
are.
I'm here and they not.
Got it.
Okay.
Desmond, what's up? What you're not here for that.
Well, I'm still pondering on what you just said. I'm just
About why I don't want to. I mean, because it's not about should or shouldn't, right or wrong. I just really don't want to do it.
Have you done
like?
it before?
I mean, I've picked people
past?
up. Yeah.
And I got it.
I didn't like it.
I'm just trying to understand what's the deal with it.
I'm
not asking you to explain it. I'm just trying to understand it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not asking you. That's your thing. You're not gonna
Yeah, I mean,
we just have gender roles. I mean, to be honest, there's certain things that we have an expectation from men, and
that's
we
what
have to be honest about it and honestly say, I expect the man to have this, to be at this place, or at least be mature enough to know that especially on our first date.
I'm immature because I asked you to pick me up.
No. I said mature enough to know that on this first date of I don't know you, man.
You are a grown man.
How does that make? I'm a grown man, so I can't ask you for a ride.
No,
on
it's
the first
not
date.
about on a first date. I feel like that you should be.
As a man, you should take it upon yourself to get yourself there.
You can get an Uber, you can get a cab, you can catch the bus.
So you would be okay with a man bringing an Uber to the car to pick you up to go on a date?
No, I said.
So it's alright for me to pick you up, but it's alright for me to pick you up, but just you not to pick me up.
So you just want to meet?
Right, we can meet. You can say we'll meet at Ruth Chris.
So what
or
if I
wherever.
offer to pick you up?
If you offer to pick me up,
Right.
I don't know. I mean, that's fine. I'm not saying you don't have to.
So it is a gender thing.
It is a gender
I
thing.
mean, yes, for
It
me,
is
I'm
gender.
not. Listen, you can offer to pick me up, and I might still say, and if the first date, I'm probably still gonna say no thanks. I'll meet you at the restaurant.
But there's a play in your words. You went from absolutely not picking up to
I'm not gonna pick him up.
Okay, got that. You absolutely with that. But then
Okay.
when I asked you about, you said probably.
Because you're asking, would I be willing for them to? Is it okay for them to ask me to pick me up? That's fine if they ask me. I'm still gonna probably say no, thank you. I'll meet you at the restaurant.
Mario said first, no man that doesn't have a car should ask a woman to pick him up. Now, if she is interested, it would just be done.
That's
so
why
she
I
would
said,
just do it if that's something that she wants to do.
Let's say we went on a date. You catch an Uber, you get there however you get there because you're a grown man and you can do that. What does that have to do with being a because you're
you get everywhere. No, really though. You get everywhere else you have to go. You get yourself to
work. You get to an appointment, wherever you have to get to, you get to without knowing me. You ask me out on a date.
The difference is I know you.
No, you don't.
I know of you.
Right.
We're getting to know each other.
Exactly. So then before
I get to know you on the ride over.
Before we even step foot on a date, you're asking me to do something. Can you come pick me up? I just don't think that that's okay for me. It's not okay for me. Yeah. So I'm saying I would not pick him up. But I also said
it could be in person.
I may even take you back. I may say, no, you don't gotta catch an Uber. Which way are you going? Because the date has went well. I've learned you. I think he's a pretty cool guy. I feel comfortable with him getting in my car because now I know him a little bit. So I may say to you at the date, you never know, Desmond, call you over back here. I'll drop you off on the way. Or I may say, all right, nice to meet you.
So that makes sense
Take
to
your
me.
Uber.
Just not wanting to do it because I'm a man doesn't make sense to me. So I appreciate it.
No. That makes sense to you because I'm explaining it. I'm saying that vice versa. It doesn't have to be an explanation. I'm going to tell you I don't like that. And it may not have been justified for the guy. I just don't like it. It's not a good feel for me. It don't feel right. I just don't like it.
You have to get to know him.
Right. And even if I didn't have to get to know him, I just feel like for you to ask me to go somewhere and then turn around and say, can you, that negates you asking me anything. Now I got to put in work. How you going to ask me to go somewhere, then going to turn around and ask me to pick you up? I'm working. How I get a job? Now I got a job. I don't want a job.
She didn't.
Listen,
she didn't sign up for this.
I didn't sign up for that.
I checked out.
Huh?
Hello.
Uh-oh.
How you doing?
Oh, Lord.
So you feel comfortable having him come to pick you up?
That's what
that's not what you said.
I said I wouldn't mind him asking. Okay, go ahead.
You changed your story. You said you don't mind him coming to pick you up.
That's not what I said.
Well, if you picking him up, one, it puts you to work, and then two, you don't feel comfortable with this stranger getting in your car. But you feel comfortable getting into a stranger's car.
I never said I was good. You said so you wouldn't have a problem with him asking to pick you up. He can ask him. He has every right to say, I'll pick you up. I don't have a problem with him asking me that. I would expect him to say, what time would you like for me to pick you up? I'm going to 9 times out of 10, and I'm saying that because this is a stranger. Because if it's somebody that I know, that's a whole horse of another color. If this is a friend that I know already. But a stranger saying, I'll come pick you up, I'm going to respond, oh, thanks, but that's okay. I'll meet you at such place.
Makes more sense.
Now, at the end of the day, now, if it's my friend, and that's a whole host of another color now, Desmond. If Nate, I've known Nate, but I know Nate through Be Exposed.
Picking you up because you're a stranger.
Hush.
Okay, so in saying that makes perfect sense to me. That's just not how it came off for me.
Right, at first.
In
my
head, it was just because
no, but I'm saying, but even with that explanation is sufficient. But I'm telling you the truth. We said we tell the truth. The truth is, the explanation ain't got nothing to do with it. If I have to give you one, I'm gonna give you that. That's irrelevant. I don't like that. That's all I'm saying. I don't like the fact that this man has asked me out on a date and then turned around and say, can you pick me up? Don't put the explanation in right now before I even think about, I don't know this man, I don't want him in my car. All that's what I'm going to say if now that we're sitting down talking. But initially, I'm going to be like, no, I just don't like that.
There's already a level of expectation that you have for a man.
Right.
As a man, I expect you to take this responsibility on yourself.
Because you asked me. How do you ask me out on a date and then put me to work? That's all I'm saying. To me, that's putting me to work. That's now me saying, now that you say yes, can you do me a favor?
So can women collectively, or women who feel this way, agree that you need some type of therapy?
I don't.
That right there, I just feel like
I agree with you.
You saying I got so that means certain things a man just can't transcend, right?
What you mean transcend?
I can't get past. Okay, so a woman transcended having to cook. That was an expectation that a man had when we dated a woman. Now the woman doesn't have to do that, right? That's not an expectation.
Well, no. Your expectation can remain your expectation if that's your expectation. If you're saying my wife must know how to cook, like I feel like if you ask me, same thing. You going out with Mika, Mika say, hey, come over, for dinner. You come to the house for dinner, and then she say, what do you want, pizza or Chinese? How do you feel about that?
I didn't have an expectation.
Or if she had a pots and pans waiting for you to come and
Right.
get it.
Well, what you know, so I mean, but you using my house. Why is the expectation for me to cook? Like I don't think that should change. If that's your standard, that you want your wife to cook, you want your wife or whoever you're in a relationship with to cook. That's cool. I don't think that that's wrong to have an expectation of your mate. And this man don't even got to be my mate. It's just the fact that you have presented me with an option, and then I take you up on your offer, and then you turn right around. You don't even know my last name yet. You don't know anything about me, and then ask me to do you a favor and pick you up to go out. No, I got a problem.
That sounds really like out there, because you feel comfortable going out on a date with this person, but him just saying, or him just needing a ride.
I don't understand what one has to do with the other. Going out on a date, we're going to a public place. We could be in the same Ruth Chris sitting at the same table. We just went on a cruise with 6 people at the table that we didn't know and ate dinner. So I don't see how those two things go together. No, I don't feel comfortable with this strange man that I don't know getting in my car. But I also said that I may say, like Sam said, let it be an offer. I may say leaving. No, you know, I think he's an okay guy, and I may take you home. I offered that. You didn't ask me to take you home. I offered it, and that's I can't get with that. Maybe the second, maybe the third, fourth. Once I may say no, don't get no Uber. I just pick you up on the way. But first date, no.
At the end of the day, I'm just gonna be honest. I was raised that men didn't ask of women those things to give them assistance in that manner, or in almost any manner. My father would walk. My grandfather, to this day, parks his car at the VA. He's 90 years old, regardless to where he has to go downtown, because he does not want to ask one of his granddaughters to take him somewhere, because as a man, he won't put that request or responsibility on a female, let alone any other person. So I think that for some of us, it's just certain stuff that we just don't expect men to do. It kind of shapes our vision of what a man is. I picture a man as somebody that kills the bugs, changes light bulbs, cuts the grass.
In a relationship or date a man,
that's I mean, and it's based off of what we see and what we experience, and it's not saying that we can't come away from that. But our initial instinct is based off of how it's shaped.
I'm not saying that that's not going to change. I promise you it will, because I'm a giver. There are certain things that you're not going to have to ask me, is what I'm saying. I asked Nate, how many from day one did you need a ride? I'm going to do that. That's who I am. You're not my boo, but I'm going to ask.
That is your boo.
That is my boo. You're right. I love Nate. He just being right mean to me right now. I'm just not doing. You know what though? I just can't. I don't like it.
So I have to be able to accept that back in return. If that's how you feel, if you going into expectations for people that you don't even know, you have to accept those same expectations. It's funny how women can make a man's expectation his personal thing and justify how retarded or out of touch it is, but women can have these expectations for what a man is supposed to be, and it's a general statement.
No,
I think that's really backwards.
But it's in place now. Men do that already. They already have expectations for women. It doesn't change. We may deviate from our initial expectation because of information that we've gathered from other things, but we can't deny that when we see certain stuff, there are thoughts that automatically come into our brain.
I hear guys say, "Oh, well, she a female and her house ain't clean," or "She a female and you mean tell me she a female and she can't go, she don't keep her hair done," or it's certain things as a man.
You see how dirty her fingernails is. Women don't have dirty
fingernails. Woman, that's just what it is. Then why does it got to do that about her being a female?
My best friend said that. I shouldn't have to tell a woman about her hygiene, and that's stuff she should already know.
She should already know. You can't. That's unfair.
But a guy can walk around funky as all giddy up, girl. And don't nobody say nothing.
So listen, next week We're going to put out here now because we only got 2 minutes of the show. Next week.
All together?
We're done. We would love to be able to have a dating game. We are looking for 1 female and at least 2, but we would prefer 3 wonderfully eligible bachelors.
That means single. No girlfriends.
No girlfriends, no
wives. No living baby mothers.
Situationships.
No situationships. So that will be willing to come on Sunset Soul and play the dating game. And we're going to eventually, hopefully by the end of the show, be able to link up this wonderful woman and one of these eligible bachelors to go out on a date with a gift card from Sunset Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, she's not picking you up, fellas.
She might. Listen, she might. Love Dawn won't.
Yeah.
But she might. So we're looking for 1 female, as I said, and 2 or 3 guys that will be willing to come on next week. Hit us up on Sunset Soul Radio Show page or inbox Lakeisha Love Dawn Askins or Lisha Gibson and let us know if you'll be willing to come on the show. And the viewers will be the ones who are going to pick who would be the best person for this woman to go out on a date with. The only stipulation is that you must come back and talk to us about your date the following week. Like Love Connection.
And no, you cannot split the gift card and take $25 a piece. Right. It's going to be a gift card to a place, and you're going to have to sit down.
It would be really great.
And it won't be no paper napkins, I promise.
It might be paper napkins, whatever.
No, I'm getting a gift card.
Okay, so she said no paper napkins. I ain't got no problem with paper
napkins. Y'all better go lunchtime.
So, thank you for everybody who has tuned in. If y'all know anybody who you think would fit the bill for this, that would be willing to come on, 1 female, 2 or 3 males, or we might flip-flop. We might do 3 females and 1 male.
Just inbox us.
Right, inbox us and let us know. And next week we will be doing a dating game, and the viewers will, of course, because they always participate. I got awesome viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in, as you always do. You get to pick. You get to pick. Why? Y'all should do this for me. I need a date. I ain't picking them up, though, but I ain't doing it. I'm just saying. I'm not going to be the one, y'all. So, we will see y'all next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
I got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything. So.
Why would you do that?
Now, I was sitting on the floor.
All these stories always involve alcohol.
They do. I was sitting on the floor, and my drink of choice back then was vodka and orange juice. Ooh, it's still my drink of choice, but I don't drink it as much. I was a 151
kid, straight up.
I love vodka, especially when it was...
that rubbing alcohol. What brand?
I love back then I was hooked on Absolute.
That was the best at the time.
And Pinnacle was like number 2 and stuff like that.
Because they didn't have, what's the dude